Hi guys, thanks for joining. Let's have a look at my new toy, see if it's any good. Good evening everybody. So, I'm trying something new tonight. This is Sunday evening and this afternoon I took receipt of a DJI Osmo Pocket, the original first gen one. This popped up on Vinted for £50. I had a quick look just on the pictures. There's a few extras thrown in, and I think it was described as like new, never used, something like that. At least it's basically been taken out of the box by the looks of it. So I've been playing with this for about an hour now, trying to figure it out. This is all completely new to me. So not using my phone for a change, it's actually in my pocket, which is amazing. There's no Android app for it anymore. Apparently DJI just like dropped that completely. Apparently it might work with an iPhone, which basically allows you to see what you're doing and control it through your phone and everything like that connected to your phone. Don't think that's a thing anymore, so there's no app for it, unfortunately. Various issues, obviously, of it being the first gen. I think this is about a 2018 model, and even back then when it was reviewed, there were teething troubles, bits and pieces like that. Obviously, the dream would be to have a Pocket 3, but you're looking at more like, I think, what was it, 250, 300? Anyway, back to this one. So I had a quick look on eBay, and they do still seem to go for about 1 to maybe 150, depending on any extras and bundles you might be able to put together and sell it with. So by the looks of it, it does all work. As far as I'm aware, it seems to follow me, record, take pictures. It came with an SD card and everything. It came with a few extras, so I've got a little Wi-Fi thing that goes in the bottom. I can't get that to work, unfortunately. It doesn't accept the password, even though the password is shown on the device itself. But then again, that might be redundant because the app doesn't work anymore. I did download the instruction manual, which interestingly said you have to initialize the device with the app, which is no longer available. I think you can download it from the website, but you have to like sideload it or something. It's not a Google Play app whatsoever. You have to do some sort of back-end magic tricks to get it to work. Not interested in that at the moment, so I am losing any sort of phone interface functionality, which is a big shame. But this is kind of a similar light to what we had in my previous video, which was last night for me. I've just got the two lights on that I plugged in, and it is essentially dark outside, so I thought I'd give it a quick go. The great thing about this is I've not got my glasses on, so I can't actually tell, but in theory I have got face tracking on and everything, so it should follow me. If it doesn't, I'm going to look like an idiot. Let me put my glasses on just to make sure I don't look like an absolute idiot. There we go. Yeah, this is amazing for just doing bits and pieces, or if I want to put you down on a table somewhere and do a few things. Awesome. Considering this is now 6 years old, I mean, it's probably purchased more recently than that, but I think they came out or got reviewed in around 2018. So I thought, because I could, assuming it all works, I'll complete it all on Vinted this evening. I can then move it on, so I'll use it. It looks to be great for a little vlogging setup. It came with the attachment, so you can do your zoom in and out and pan left and right, so I don't need to do that with the camera whatsoever. I can literally just do it on a dial, which is amazing. That might all be integrated in the latest one, but it came with the ones. But it came with these attachments. Unfortunately, no mic. I don't know if there is a mic for one of these. And again, I don't know if it'd be possible to pair it, considering the connectivity issues I'm having at the moment, at least. I've given it a quick charge. I've no idea how long it's going to last. I'm just recording to the SD card, and I'll just plug it in later tonight or tomorrow just to see what it's like. So I'm hoping that the sound's okay. I'm hoping the light's okay. I'm hoping the quality's okay. If it's no better than the phone, then there's not a huge amount of benefit to it, obviously. But for £50 or around 55 delivered, it's still pretty good, especially if I can take it out. And it honestly, it is tiny. It's like a quarter or a fifth the size of my phone. It's amazing what you can do with these things these days, or even 5-6 years ago. It's various little bits of attachments that came with, but for the rest of it, not really any good. You're currently set up on a kind of a tripod attachment, but you're not screwed into a tripod. It's kind of like a clip-in phone holder, and then the pocket just clips into the side of it. So unfortunately, there's no extendable tripod at all. You're just perched on my footrest kind of thing, but it is on a tripod, so that was one of the reasons why I wasn't really interested in one of these. So yeah, this bundle popped up on Vinted. I guess the seller maybe edited it or relisted it, because it said it had been listed like a year ago and it just sat there at £50. It didn't say bumped on it at all, but it was in my most recent. So I took a few minutes just looking at some okay pictures, and I thought, well, I can't lose, you know, if it doesn't work, I send it back. And if it does work, but I get it's not good enough for what I want it to be, or even if I use it for 3-6 months, I should be able to move it on and at the very least get my money back, unless I end up dropping it, because it is a bit finicky, a bit fragile, it's very small. You know, I don't want to break the gimbal at all, but awesome all the same. So I thought, why not? Because nothing else has turned up to open, unfortunately. I got a couple of CEX parcels, unfortunately not games, nothing cool. But last week I mentioned something on my games room tour, maybe in the last week's vlog. They've taped over the bit where you thingy, which is really annoying, and I've not brought any scissors. I might just have to brute strength this, because I should have brought scissors out with me. These were £1. I wonder if that gives any clues, plus the £2.95 postage. And I should have 3 things. He hopes. I don't want to completely muddle these boxes because I can reuse them again with any luck. But I don't actually know how they're supposed to open properly. Again, so I've not got anything to cut the tape. Aha! So these are both third-party items, which is going to be interesting to at least. And this is supposed to be... What the hell is this supposed to be? What is it? Okay, so they say this. So they had a generic picture of a quad PlayStation Move, or the motion controller charging dock, right? At the moment, I've got 2 or 3 set up with the PSVR, and they're just sat in a pull-out drawer. But they need charging, so it just had a generic. So it was like 4 of these. Plug them in. I thought, yeah, brilliant. I'll be able to charge them all at once and keep them somewhere upright, nice and safe. It's literally £1. It looks like it's got 2 of the things that were shown, and then 2. It's a multi one. It's got 2 PS4 micro USB attachments to charge them. Comes with the required lead, although there is another port in there. Interestingly, it's got a CEX lead. There's another port there, maybe that goes to mains power, and then this is just a USB power, so I can put this one straight to the PS4. Either way, as long as it does its job, it's £1, or at least £3.95 to me. So let's see if I can open the second one. Again, £1 each. There should be 2 things in here, assuming they came from the same place. I don't know if CEX has like a central warehouse. I know that it says it ships from CEX like warehouse rather than a store. I want to butcher these if possible. I need a bit of a tidy up here as well. I've not had time literally this weekend to go through wiping things down, get the stickers off and putting them away nicely. And in some instances choosing what I want to do with things. I got an invoice for this one. Great. This feels unusually substantial. So, because it's third party, I don't actually know how these are going to look, but along a similar vein, a similar theme. What the absolute... What? I saw these on eBay. I had a quick search just to see what these roughly are. So, PS3 charging docks, dual charging docks, the PlayStation 3, right? £1, and you can put 2 controllers in them. And like the PS4 one I've got here, it's a good way of keeping things. It's good kind of like space management, as well as it's a charging dock ultimately, and the controller's not going to fall off a shelf or something, and you can put it away nicely and neatly and store it better. So for £3.95, not bad. And 2 of these obviously, so I did pay. They both come in the same package, so I paid 2 lots for £2.95, which is £5.90, which is a bit much. So in total £7.90 for these 2. When I saw this variant, because again third party, so you have no idea which one you're going to get, or I don't know how many even exist. So that is what it is. I'll actually go and grab the one that I do have at the moment, which I see for like £10–15 sometimes, and see if it follows me, which would be cool. But it might lose my face because I'll probably be too high up for it to quickly adjust. Let's have a look at these. These are AC1 ammo clips for the PS3 ultra slim charging stations, and they've got the outer thing with them. Now they look filthy, but it's just because of the design. And I think these fold out. What the hell? So is the USB cable in here? So because they fold out and they go flat, then I'm guessing it's not going to be the space-saving thing that I'm hoping it was going to be. This is just going to be a USB cable for the PS3 because it uses proprietary, not proprietary, but it uses the often unused USB-B. No, these ones haven't bothered with that. They just go in for like the little DC type input. So I imagine that goes into the back of this. Has this got sellotape on? I'm going to break the sellotape just to open it. So it's kind of like a steel book, and it's even got like a little thing so it can go on a bracket or a shelf or whatever. Is it it's supposed to open, right? No, it has got a tiny bit of tape on here, but that's not going to stop me getting into it. You're going to watch me break one on camera. But in theory, this should just open up and lay flat. Oh my good God. So if they've never been used, someone just traded these in. Oh, there you go. So it opens out flat, right? So it's kind of like a steelbook, it's a DVD case. So I could put these on the shelf and they won't look too out of place. They're kind of double thickness. And you've got this kind of like mechanism. Okay, and like a little bit of a spring action. So I guess you put your PS3 charger in there, a PS3 controller in there, and plug it into here. How do they sit? Oh, and even though it's spring loaded, you plug them in and then it'll sit flat. So unfortunately, not what I wanted. I'll show you what I was hoping for, at least along the lines of what I was hoping for now, if I can get up without showering the floor with packaging and stuff. Right, let's see if you can follow me. I'll try and go slowly. It stopped following me, hasn't it? It stopped. Okay, have you lost my face? It was literally working earlier, and now it's just like, now, mate. Not interested. Okay, cool. It might just be because of the lights. So I was hoping for one of these. You see, it's kind of like a little tier system you can plug your PS3 controllers into, nice and secure. It is a quick act. Now clean this up real nice, and you've got your typical plug in there for a PS3 controller, and then you've got two USBs on the side as well for additional charging. I was hoping for these, or at least something similar to this, because this is great as just a controller holder, and that's what I use. I place it under the TV, and that's where my typical DualShock 3s go. Perfect. So I'll take one of these bad boys off, plug it into one of these. Easier said than done. I feel like I want to break something. So yeah, so it plugs in, and two of them, they just sit like that. So great for storing the charging dock away. Not great for leaving out and using as a kind of like a storage space solution, as it were. Like this one is. So I quite like this one. But yeah, as I say, I've seen people trying to charge like £8, £10, £15. I've come across one in my local pawn shop, and I think they want like a tenner for it. I'm not going to pay there. I'm not going to pay a tenner for a flipping charging dock. Yeah, so yeah, £1, and I've got two of these, and they look to be brand spanking new. This one's still, they've both still got their kind of like little cardboard slip on with the associated cable that they need. It's very extra how they've done it, but it be what it be. So yeah, I was hoping for a few more bits today. I have got a few things on the way. Now that I've got this camera, I'm going to confirm it, and that £50 obviously already with Vinted that I spent on this thing. This one or that one? This one. So I'll confirm that, and then that money is gonzo. So I need to now get retrospectively my act together. Track. So it looks like for whatever reason last night it cut off the end of the video. I'm pretty sure I got to the point where all I was doing was wrapping up and just saying, please comment, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.